raised in that sort of environment where, yeah, it's crass to talk about money, it's crass to ask questions about these things, it's crass to be interested. But you can't run a business if you don't understand at least the basic financials of that. And nor can you assess, and I think this is important from an employee perspective, you can't assess your value to the business. There's a lot of people out there, a lot of lawyers who have misconceptions about their value. And usually it's kind of inverse. So when you're quite junior as a lawyer, you often think you're a lot more valuable than you are. Whereas juniors actually don't really make money for firms until they're about a second year. So for the first 2 years, most juniors will actually create a loss for the firm in terms of their costs. But it's at that point that juniors need to be very focused on their value and what they're worth, and that they should be doing more interesting things, and that they should be, and they're being charged out at this amount, and their salaries is because it's new, but they don't understand where they fit in the ecosystem. But likewise, and the firms won't like this, but as people get more senior, they make significantly more money for the firm, and they often have a misapprehension about that, and they don't realise exactly how much profit they are creating, and that puts them in a weak position in terms of leverage. And that lack of financial education for lawyers, that lack of financial awareness, leaves us quite hamstrung. It leaves us, quite struggling to set up our own firms, to do anything kind of in competition, because we just don't know that much ourselves. But it also leaves us failing to understand our place in the ecosystem, and often if we think we're worth more than we are, creating conflict about that is, unjustified, but also often thinking that we're worth less than we are, and not sort of getting the value recognition that we should be getting for that. So lawyers really suffer from a lack of, me included, I've had to really educate myself, really suffer from a lack of financial education, and it's something that we need to take a bit more collective responsibility for.